Hey everybody, let me skip back a little bit. I feel like I'm really close. Alright, maybe not. I don't know. Welcome to week 37. I'm 37 weeks as of tomorrow, so today's Wednesday. I'm recording this today because I have time and yeah, so today, so this week was supposed to be my last week of work, and it is still my last week of work. Well, Friday is our last day, and yeah, sometime between Saturday and Sunday, I noticed Jack was feeling really sluggish, and he was acting really tired and feeling a little bit warm, and he has since had a fever between anywhere between 100 and 103. It just kind of goes in a cycle. We did take him to the doctor yesterday, and she couldn't find any kind of infection, or he just doesn't have any respiratory problems or anything like that, but yeah, he still has this darn fever. It's not really going away. It is under 101, so we can return to school tomorrow. I think he'll be fine as long as we don't have another snow day. But yeah, so Monday we were homesick, or he was homesick, and I was with him. And then the last 2 days we've had snow days because we had this really huge snowy, stormy thing come through where we got 10 inches of snow. Excuse me. And I don't know, some of the school districts around here are starting to call it for tomorrow too, which we really were not expecting, but yeah, I guess it is what it is. It's kind of funny because, I don't know, I've just had this feeling this whole week, and like I said before, I'm really emotional about, you know, kind of ending this chapter because it's been such a positive experience for us, but this whole week, it's been so strange because I did have three leftover days of paid time off that I was just gonna add to my last paycheck, but I've somehow miraculously used them up, and Jack never gets sick, and we haven't had snow days at all this year, so I don't know, I just feel like it's kind of like fate. And also I've had a lot more time to just kind of relax and I don't know, just kind of feel just have some one-on-one time with Jack basically. And, you know, I don't obviously like that he's sick, but it has been really nice having him just want me and just be my only baby for a little bit longer, and I can't even describe it. He's just so stinking cute when he's all drowsy and delirious from his fever. Like I said, I'm not glad that he's sick, but gosh, he is just precious. And yeah, so I don't know if I mentioned, but yeah, we did take him to the doctor. They weren't able to find anything wrong with him as far as an infection or upper respiratory infection or really anything. He's barely has any congestion. It's really just the fever that's concerning. And but anyway, so I'm recording this today so that tomorrow night we can just come home and relax, and I can get a good night's sleep, and so Friday will be a really, really good last day and won't have to worry about anything. So I had my midwife appointment on Sunday. Everything's great. I measured at 37 weeks, and that was my 36-week appointment, so she's measuring a little bit ahead. She said that the baby had a huge growth spurt, which I could tell. And what else? We got our birth pool. We kind of went over a little bit with Derek about you know, this is how you put the liner in, this is how you air air it up, and it's a birth pool in a box. That's the brand name of it. And so I don't know if you guys are familiar with that at all. And we got our hose and just all the stuff that we're gonna need. Got my Depends, my granny panties, all that good stuff that you're gonna need. So yeah, we did kind of go over her position currently, which is it's better. It's good because she's head down, which is great. So no breech delivery here as long as she doesn't flip. But one thing that we need to kind of try to have her do is face the right way, because right now she's facing the wrong way. Well, a little bit. She's kind of in between. I'll explain in a second. So you want the baby's spine to face your belly. So her back is against your front, and she's kind of turned sideways. She's kind of turned in a little bit. So she's not completely posterior, but she just my midwife gave me some just movements and exercises that I could be doing to kind of help shake her into the right place, basically. I need to be rocking on hands and knees a lot. I need to be sitting on my birth ball and just sitting as straight as possible, which I can do now that I've been home for 5 days in a row now. Again, really feeling like this whole snowstorm and illness thing were like fate, because at work, there's the recliner and the rocking chair, and the way that you have to kind of position yourself to hold the baby is like in a way that you could breathe and not squish your uterus, and it's just the way that works out. So yeah, my posture all day at work is not the greatest, and so I've had like 3 days of intentionally having really good posture and not reclining at all, and yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna find out on Sunday if it's making a difference at all, but I'm really hoping it does, because I want her to have, you know, the optimal path to get out, you know. I don't want her to get stuck on my bones or anything, but I know that she'll come out fine no matter what. I'm not really worried about that, but I'm not really wanting any back labor if I can, you know, obviously help it. So yeah, so there's that, and I'm doing everything I can on my end. And it's weird. I don't know if it's related to maybe kind of having her position change over the last few days because of everything that I'm doing, but I feel like I've been feeling more. I don't know if they're stronger Braxton Hicks, but they're definitely like deeper. It's like deeper, lower, crampier. I can feel it in my cervix. I feel like I'm starting to dilate. Like there's not really any noticeable pattern to these like waves that I'm feeling, but I do consider them just very mild contractions at this point. I have continued to lose more mucus plug, and sorry I didn't give you the TMI warning that time, but I should just let you guys know from here on out, being full term is probably going to be TMI. So yeah, I lost a ton more last night. Like, if I thought the first time was a lot, then yeah, I lost a lot more. I lost a little bit more today too. Still no pink, no blood tinge to it. So that was one thing that happened the day before I had Jack. Was I had the same thing that I had been having the 2 previous days, but there was like some pinky reddish to it. So I knew that there was something going on. So yeah, there's that. I don't know. I really don't think that she's coming like tomorrow or the day after, or even, I think I at least have a week left. I mean, I don't know. But I guess if I'm really curious, I can have my midwife check me on Sunday for dilation. But I really don't want to be checked this early yet, just because I don't want to, like, I don't know. There's a few different reasons. Mostly, I just don't want to introduce like any kind of bacteria into my birth area. I know that my waters are still intact, so I don't have like that aspect to worry about. But with the mucus plug being lost, I just don't want. I mean, I guess it's not a big deal, because until your water breaks, you can still have sex and you can still do all that. But I don't know. Oh, and one kind of weird thing is, Jack has not weaned, and I don't think he's going to at this point, because I don't know. But he has been wanting to nurse on my left side, which he hasn't the whole entire pregnancy, which I've been letting him do because I kind of want to condition, like, really toughen it up. There's a noticeable difference between my right and left side right now, where the side he kept nursing on, the side he didn't, and when he was born, my left side was my like my flatter nipple of the two, and the one that I had more trouble latching him onto. So if I can kind of get him to naturally bring that back out again, sorry, I think I'm having another little mini contraction or something, but is it weird that I like the way that the pressure waves feel? Like, I think they feel kind of good. I know that this is not like the real deal. So obviously, I may not feel that way later, but right now I think they feel kind of nice, like in a just like a warm, squeezy kind of way. I don't know. I don't remember what I was talking about. Oh, and I've had colostrum for a while now, but I noticed that on my right side where he's always been nursing there's like there's a whitish tint to it now, and the left side has still like yellowish and clear. So I think that's kind of interesting. And last night when he was nursing, and he doesn't stay latched on very long. It's really just like, I think, a comfort thing at this point. But I swear I felt a letdown, and I haven't felt that in like probably 2.5 years. Like that kind of crampy feeling in your breast where it's just like, oh, hello. But yeah, I don't know. So I think this week's going to be an interesting week. I don't think that I'm going to be having a baby this week, and I think that you guys will see me for week 38 easily. And I'm excited about that because I have so much stuff planned next week as far as like Jack's going to the dentist for the first time. He's getting his physical for his new school. I'm getting my freezer delivered. I'm having a girls' day with my mom, and we're going to get pedicures. And oh, my dog's having surgery to remove a tumor, all this fun stuff. So if Sadie decides to come like tomorrow, I'm gonna have a lot of phone calls to make. But yeah, I'm finally doing all this stuff. Oh, I'm getting my hair cut again. My little bangies need some love. Yeah, just so many little appointments, but mostly it's gonna be like in between. It's mostly gonna be Mommy and Jack time. I want to take him swimming and to the library and to the indoor play place here. Just as many things that we can get out and do as possible. I want to try to go by his new school and like drop off all his paperwork and stuff, and maybe visit there a little bit. We're gonna make freezer meals. I don't know. I've just got so many things planned. But yeah, so I want to go ahead and show you guys the belly real quick before I run out of room. So I don't know if I don't know if I've dropped any more or not, but I feel like maybe she has, because when I relax here, she's like, I'll show you the bare belly too. She's always been kind of lopsided and favored this side more, but you can really tell. And then my line's I feel like it's getting darker by the day, but so there we go. You guys see that? Oh yeah, my belly's so hard right now. Alright, I will see you guys for week 38. Bye.